CBD oil chat that we're going to have right now. Okay, so like most people, I don't ever use or try anything until I research it extensively, very extensively, and I never jump onto new bandwagons. So I was slow to start to research CBD oil, but when I did, I was blown away. And of course, only with Young Living's CBD oil. I would never use CBD oil from anywhere else. And there's many reasons why, which I'll talk to you guys about today. Okay, so I have a lot of notes because a lot of it is sciencey. And like I said, have not had this information and knowledge for like years and years and years. This is all, fairly new to me within like maybe the last 6 months or so. So I am going to be using my notes. And then again, just like all the videos, if you have questions, ask them below. Okay, so we're gonna start with the basics. What is CBD? So the hemp plant, which is what CBD comes from, the hemp plant contains over 113 chemical compounds called cannabinoids. Now, remember, if you go back to the video where I talked about what are essential oils, okay, some of this is gonna sound familiar, okay? Remember the chemical constituents that make the essential oils therapeutic and medicinal? Okay, similar with the hemp plant. So there's 113 chemical compounds called cannabinoids, which bind to receptors in the endocannabinoid system. Our endocannabinoid system is wired and designed for CBD and has receptors waiting for CBD to come into our body. So we literally have a system within our body that is meant to work with CBD. Okay? Profound, right? The endocannabinoid system regulates processes in the body such as appetite, pain, mood, memory, digestion, sleep, peripheral nervous system, and more, which is why CBD oil can have a profound effect on all of those systems of the body. Okay? Endocannabinoid neurotransmitters and their receptors are found throughout our body. Okay, we're meant to use CBD within our body. These receptor sites are found in the brain, in our organs, in our connective tissues, in our glands, and in our immune cells. Immune cells, everyone. In each tissue, the cannabinoid system performs different tasks, but the goal is always the same, the balanced state of homeostasis. So remember how we talked about how essential oils are very balancing to the body? So is CBD oil. CBD oil is an essential oil from the hemp plant, okay? So it's meant to provide homeostasis or balance in the body. And that is why for one person it can help bring something down, and for another person it can increase something. Just like essential oils, they bring us balance where we need it, okay? So CBD has shown promise for a million things, right? You can research different ways that people have used CBD in different testimonies, and there's so many different ways. But some of the ones that are, most often mentioned or talked about or given testimonies for are sleep. So it's amazing for sleep, for inflammation, so calming inflammation and pain throughout the entire body, for anxiety, for ADHD, help with focus, right? Bring you down to earth, for Alzheimer's, for Crohn's disease, for epilepsy. There's a lot of research of CBD for epilepsy and for people with seizure disorders, for MS. So there's a lot of inflammation and pain with MS, so it's well researched for MS. And then for overall balance within the body. So even if you don't have one of those things I mentioned, maybe you sleep perfectly and you have no inflammation. Everyone has inflammation, by the way. Maybe you never are anxious, all of that. It will still provide balance, better health, and it'll help optimize your body systems if you choose to use it, okay? So remember, with everything that we talk about in regards to natural health and wellness, it's one piece of the puzzle, right? So if you are going out and eating McDonald's every day and smoking and drinking and not getting enough sleep and not taking care of yourself, then just using CBD oil is not going to be like a miracle and and replace everything else in your life, right? Like you can do everything else bad and this is going to help. Same with anything natural health and wellness. It's one piece of the puzzle. Okay, so let's talk about THC, because a lot of people, that is their main concern when it comes to CBD oil. Maybe because they have drug testing with their job, maybe just because it makes them uncomfortable, especially with giving it to children. So this is important to talk about. Let's talk about THC. CBD and THC are two of the many cannabinoids found in the hemp plant. Okay, so they're two different cannabinoids in the same plant. Similar to all the different chemical constituents and compounds in essential oils. Okay, so they're two different compounds. They are separate. Okay, they're separate from one another. CBD is not psychoactive and does not cause the euphoric side effects commonly associated with THC. They're two completely different compounds, okay? It is important, please note, it is important to carefully scrutinize the source of CBD oil, as not all companies are rigorous in the process of farming and processing CBD oil. So, while Young Living and Nature's Ultra promise that their CBD oil is 0% THC, and we're going to go way more into this, trust me, I cannot say that for any other brand. So again, just like when we're talking about the essential oils, I am only talking about Young Living and Nature's Ultra. I am not talking about anything else. So don't take anything that you learn in this group and try to transfer it to some other company, source, whatever. This is all just for Young Living and Nature's Ultra when it comes to the CBD. Okay, so Nature's Ultra, okay, get this is important. Nature's Ultra, which is Young Living's CBD oil, is the only full spectrum CBD oil available that is 100% THC free, 100% non-habit forming. Okay, now I'm going to go into why that is the case. Okay, so CBD isolate, which is the kind of CBD that has 0 THC. Okay, CBD isolate is created from a precise extraction process. In the process of creating the isolate, all plant matter from the hemp plant, including oils, waxes, chlorophyll, and more, is removed, offering a finished product that is only CBD. So it's just CBD, everything else is removed, okay? Most companies do this using solvents like hexane, similar to how most companies extract essential oils using solvents like hexane, okay? This is one of the many reasons why it's important that you do your research and know where you're purchasing things from. Nature's Ultra uses a CO2 extraction method, which is the most powerful, slowest, least profitable method, but uses 0 chemicals. Exactly the same way that Young Living distills their essential oils, through the most powerful, slowest, least profitable method using 0 chemicals. Same with the CBD oil, okay? So it's CO2 extraction, which is very powerful, very slow, not the most profitable, but 0 chemicals, okay? The quality and efficacy of the chemical constituents remain intact without any added solvents, without any added anything, but it goes much deeper than this, so keep listening, okay? With a CBD isolate-based product, which is any CBD oil that doesn't have THC, okay? If it doesn't have THC, it's a CBD isolate. With any CBD isolate-based product, you do not get high at all. There's 0 THC. But because there's 0 THC, because they do that process where they get rid of everything else except the CBD, it lacks the terpenes, flavonoids, and cannabinoids originally found in the plant matter. Some of the synergistic and systemic body response is lost because it's isolated from the plant, right? So it loses that synergistic medicinal quality, which could result in the CBD product being less therapeutically effective. Okay, we need the terpenes for it to open up our receptor sites and work in the body. And that is where Young Living CBD oil is profound. Okay, so how does Young Living get the terpenes back in that we need in order to open up our receptor sites and bring the CBD into our body? and into our cells and into our endocannabinoid system, okay? Nature's Ultra CBD, which is the type that Young Living has, right? We purchased the Nature's Ultra Farms, is made up of a precise combination of CBD isolate combined with Young Living's essential oils like grapefruit, orange, lemon, tea tree, spearmint, vetiver, and many others that are terpene-rich oils. So they combine the terpenes from the essential oils with the CBD isolate to produce a smart spectrum CBD oil, smart spectrum, that provides a systemic response toward homeostasis without THC and sets Young Living apart from every other CBD product. Because if you are getting a CBD isolate, a true CBD isolate that's zero THC, it will not have the profound effect on the body unless the company, which no other company, has the chemical constituents in their essential oils to bring the terpenes back. So even if it's a CBD isolate that has other essential oils in it, the chemical constituents are not going to be there in order to create a full spectrum from a CBD isolate. Okay? Are you with me? Questions? Remember, type them if you have them. Okay. Let's talk about farming because this is huge. This is more important with CBD than even with essential oils. Remember how we talked about with essential oils, the farming is so important because they're so compact, and so you literally have a bottle full of pesticides, herbicides, and fungicides if they sprayed them? Okay, more important with CBD. Here's why. Farming is especially important with CBD oil and products because the hemp plant is known for being phytoremedial. Phytoremediation is the intentional use of plants for removal of contaminants in soils, sludges, sediments, surface water, and groundwater. So hemp plants are used to clean soil, to clean groundwater, to draw out the toxins and heavy metals. That is their job. That's the hemp plant's job. That's what it's good at, drawing out toxins from the earth. Okay? So, phytoremediation, that is what the hemp plant is for. Hemp is fast growing, it has deep roots, it's unaffected by the toxins that it accumulates from the soil and the air. So it can grow profoundly and profusely and get deep roots and be happy as a clam while it's full of toxins and heavy metals and chemicals. That is its purpose, okay? It thrives in that kind of environment. It is not affected. It is an excellent hyperaccumulator for heavy metals, removing them from the soil and water, okay? So it's great for the earth, but if it's doing all that goodness for the earth and drawing out all that stuff, and then you use it, then you're bringing all of that, all those chemicals and heavy metals and toxins into your body, right? Okay, so because the hemp plant is a phytoremediator, a cleaner of soil, removing heavy metals and toxins, you need to be familiar with the farmers and trust them 2,000,000%. Okay, this is why I would only ever trust Young Living, because I have been to their farms. I have met their farmers. I have been to their distilleries. I have met the people who are in charge of Young Living, including Mary Young and her sons, including all the chief executive officers. I trust them 2,000,000%, and if they say something, they mean it. Okay? They never lie. They have our best interests at heart, and with CBD oil, as with essential oils, this is of utmost importance. Okay? So, Nature's Ultra products, which Nature's Ultra, again, is the farm and the CBD farm that Young Living purchased and is now a part of Young Living, okay? Nature's Ultra products are farmed on clean, pure soil, just like we talked about with the essential oils, seed to seal. It is seed to seal CBD, okay? If you did not listen to my What Are Essential Oils, Why Young Living, both those videos, you need to listen to Why Young Living and What Are Essential Oils. So important. And then with this one, okay? So, They are farmed on clean soil using organic farming practices and meticulously tested to ensure every batch passes strict testing specifications. This is for cleanliness of the soil, of the plants, for all the chemical constituents, for zero THC, for everything. As part of the Young Living family of products, the CBD oil meets the same rigorous standards in place for all products backed by Young Living Seed to Seal Promise. So again, if you need to listen to the Why Young Living video, that was on day 1, I believe. Go to the table of contents and you can find it. Okay, Nature's Ultra was one of the first hemp farms in the United States to hold both a USDA organic certification and USDA organic handler certification. They believe in organic farming practices and regenerative agriculture, and they are now owned by Young Living. Nature's Ultra and Young Living CBD oil is guaranteed to have 0 solvents. No harsh chemicals are ever used in the manufacturing process, ever. It is guaranteed to have no heavy metals. All of the products have been subjected to rigorous laboratory testing to ensure that it contains the optimal amount of CBD and is free of heavy metals. 0 pesticides. The CBD is derived from hemp plants grown on their farm in Colorado without any pesticides, 0. They are tested for purity and potency. So all of their products are tested throughout multiple stages of the manufacturing process. Again, just like the Seed to Seal essential oils, everyone, they are Seed to Seal CBD oil, okay? And all of the products, all of the CBD oil products are organic, vegan, and gluten-free, which is important as a nutritionist and is important for a lot of you, I'm sure. Okay, so let's talk about how to get started with Young Living CBD. There's a couple of ways. If you're not yet a Young Living member, you can get started with a premium starter kit, a CBD premium starter kit. Pretty amazing, right? So if you have friends and family members that are interested in CBD oil, you can invite them to this group and you can tag them on this video. They can learn about the CBD oil and they can get started with Young Living with a CBD premium starter kit, okay? So what is in the CBD premium starter kit? It includes a Calm CBD roll-on, 300 milligram. It includes citrus CBD oil, which is for internal use, 500 milligram. It includes a CBD muscle rub, that's 300 milligram. And this lower milligram kit is the only one currently in stock. There's a higher milligram kit, which is currently out of stock. But if you're new to CBD oil, it's always good to start slow and go from there. And I'm going to talk about that as well. Current members, if you're already a Young Living member and you're watching this, we can grab the CBD oil. We can grab it individually in our Essential Rewards orders, and we can buy the kits as a quick order right now. I believe that will soon be as an ER order as well, but right now it's a quick order, and the kits are very, very discounted as opposed to buying it together. Just like all of the kits, okay? Very discounted. Okay, let's talk about the Calm Roller. So the Calm CBD roller, the Calm CBD roller is designed for times when you need to relax your racing mind, okay? When you're feeling anxious, when you need to sleep, when you need to wind down before bed, when you need to calm down a child who's having a tantrum. Good for the parent and the child if there's any stressful experience or situation you're going through. So it's good for all of that, right? So where can you apply it? You can apply it to your chest, to your neck, anywhere on your body that you want to apply it, okay? It comes, the 10 milliliter Calm Roller comes in 300 milligrams or 600 milligrams. And that's the dosage, that's the dosing, not the size. They're 10 milliliter, okay? The Calm Roller is infused with eucalyptus, frankincense, lavender, orange, vetiver, and ylang-ylang. And these oils are commonly used to aid in relaxation, and they also add in the terpenes. So they make it even more calming, even more balancing, and they make it smart spectrum, okay? They smell incredible together. And another tip is if you use Dragon Time for your menstrual cramps, if you add the Calm Roller to that, so rub the Calm Roller on your tummy, rub Dragon Time on your tummy, it's amazing together. Okay, the next thing that comes in these kits, or you can buy them individually if you're already a member, is the muscle rub, okay? So the muscle rub is for any time you have sore anything, right? So for the gym, or after a hike, or after moving boxes, or lifting your children, anything that hurts, okay? So you're gonna apply it to anywhere that hurts, and it has a hot and cold sensation combo, okay? Kind of like icy hot, right? Hot and cold sensation. It has menthol from Young Living essential oils, okay? And again, it comes in 300 milligrams or 600 milligrams, and it's infused with camphor, clove, helichrysum, lemon, peppermint, tea tree, and wintergreen, okay? Wintergreen acts as like a natural cortisone type of deal. And helichrysum, okay, you can learn more about that when you join our regular groups, because those oils are amazing. And then clove and wintergreen are natural, huge for pain relief. So you're not only getting the benefit of the CBD for pain, you're getting the benefit of the oils for pain, plus the terpenes added in. It's amazing. Okay, then we have the CBD drops. Okay, the CBD drops are meant for oral use. Okay, and there's two different dosages. There's 500 milligrams or 1,000 milligrams, and there's three different flavors. So there's cinnamon flavor, which is with cinnamon bark oil. There's citrus flavor, which is orange and grapefruit. And there's cool mint, which has peppermint and spearmint. Now keep in mind, the flavors are very, very mild and they're not spicy. So the cinnamon one is very, very mild. Actually, when I tasted all three, the cinnamon flavor was my favorite, and I thought I was gonna love the citrus the most. Love the cinnamon flavor, also love the peppermint flavor, and then the citrus flavor is very, very mild, very mild. So maybe for a child would appreciate that. If you have digestive issues or tummy troubles, the Cool Mint CBD is going to be amazing for that, okay? So keep that in mind. All of the droppers that are for oral use contain MCT coconut oil, CBD oil, Young Living essential oils, and a little bit of organic stevia leaf extract for flavor, okay? You're gonna wanna keep them in the refrigerator once you open them. So once you open the drops, the oral drops, you're gonna wanna keep them in the refrigerator. And what you do is whatever dosing you want, you just, what was I gonna say? Oh my God, I lost it. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. Whatever dosing you want, you're gonna put it underneath your tongue, okay? Or your child's tongue, whoever's taking it. You're gonna put it under your tongue and hold it, if you can, for 30 seconds. And that is going to help it be the most beneficial, and then swallow it, okay? It's safe for children. It's safe for everyone. Some testimonies from people, from what I've heard, is that for like big men, so for big men that have a lot of pain, the stronger dosage is usually better. And then obviously for children, starting slower and then building from there is optimal. So there's different dosing, different ways of dosing. So microdosing is a way where you just start with a very, very small amount, and then you increase until you get the optimal result. Okay, so some people prefer that, and then some people prefer to dose by body weight. But I'm going to be posting this video into our Oilers for Life group, and I will attach the dosing information there, like a screenshot of it, because it's easier than trying to listen to me tell based on weight and all that stuff. But just know that if you can do it two different ways. Start with a few drops and keep increasing until you get the desired result, or you can do it based on body weight. I have a friend whose son, this is the only way he can sleep, is by taking the CBD oil internally. Really helps him sleep. I have a friend who swears by it for her focus. So for like her ADHD, she takes it every single day, and it helps her focus so much. So there's so many testimonies with it. But please, please, please pass on this information, because most people don't have this knowledge and this information, and maybe using things that are harming them instead of helping them. So yeah, let me know what questions you have, and